Greetings, chat. It is I, DingusTheStrix, here once more to bring you an Epic Gamer stream from your favorite Epic Wizard. And today, surprisingly, it's the start of a new week. Because technically, I streamed Tales of Vesperia yesterday to make up for the to make up for the scuffloads of nature ruining my stream on Saturday. So I decided to do stream for 6 hours on Sunday, and I got a good bit done. The stream did end weirdly, though. It ended with me being obsessed with pissing over the planet, which I've been doing for like how many streams now? 4? Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing Tales of Vesperia for so long that I think I've genuinely lost track of time. I don't even know when I even started my playthrough of Tales of Vesperia. Was it in January? Was it in December? November, maybe? I don't know. I've been playing this game for so long. And hello, Matt Locust. I've been playing for so long, chat. I don't even know what year it is. Is it 2023? Is it 2024? I have no clue. But hopefully, you know, we get closer each time, every time we play. At least every time I do a playthrough this, or do a stream of this game, something major happens in the story. Which is good. That means I'm progressing. Oh man. I wonder if the reason why it feels so long is because I usually do 3-hour streams. Because I know before I changed my schedule, I used to do like 6-hour streams. Now I kind of shortened it to 3 hours just to, well, utilize my time wisely in the day, because besides, you know, working and streaming, there's other things I do off stream as well. So of course, whenever I play a long RPG such as this, it's gonna feel like it's lasting a while, but it's fine. After all, we're in the 3rd act of the game, and I think we're reaching the end. Anyway, chat, let me get things started. Now that I'm saying this, to the game screen. Here we are, on the game screen. Let's see how many attempts I need to do to make Vesperia work before it'll. Actually, no. Not Vesperia. Vesperia is not the issue. The issue is OBS. OBS doesn't like reading the game for some reason. Because the game by itself works fine. It is OBS in particular, it's just like, oh. Okay, well, that's rare. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not even complaining. I'm not even complaining. Also, hello there, Daimo. Vesperia decided to work immediately. I'm happy. Okay, let's leave. I say the Cap Noir because I don't know, I like this town. Oh yeah, by the way, Mad Locust, I did look up how much of Rapide's bar needs to be filled up. It's not 100% filled up, it's supposed to be like almost 99% filled up or something weird like that. At least from the picture I've seen. Now, I don't know if what I saw was like the full extent of how much needs to be filled up, but I think I might win if I just take over, the rival dog's terrain real quick. So let me just do that. If I don't win the side quest, then I'm just gonna do story. Because this is a side quest that's supposed to be done like almost damn near the end of the game. Also, is he getting faster at marking his territory? It almost feels that way.
This looks like fun. That wasn't too bad.
Okay. So let's take over the desert real quick. And, yeah. Also, did I forget to buy the tents? I forgot to buy the tents. I thought I bought the tents when I was there. I could have swore I ended the stream buying the tents. Or that I end the stream just buying, like, gels and stuff. It was probably the latter, and I just thought I bought tents. Huh?
We can still overcome this.
Did I give him my back?
Moonbeam! You're finished.
Anyway, how's everyone doing in
That was a
chat?
nice little break.
How is everyone? I had a normal Monday. I actually finished one of the books that I was reading, actually. And not only that, I'm actually gonna read a certain portion of that book on Thursday.
Man,
Are
could
you
you
doing all
be
good?
any weaker?
Don't let him trip you up.
But yeah, I'm gonna read a interesting story on Thursday, so we're reading retro. And this story is a little bit more...
That was so easy.
I know I'm usually used to like reading like philosophy books on stream, but this one's like more like a traditional story. So I guess there is an element of like mystery to it
Looking. Don't let him trip you up.
that might be interesting. Oh yeah, I'm already familiar.
You picked the wrong people to fight.
I'm already familiar with the whole eShop thing. Yet Nintendo decided to finally kill it. I mean, we all knew it was going to happen eventually, but it still kind of sucks because there's a lot of content that's just kind of gone forever because Nintendo did that. And as far as we know, the only person who has all the content that could potentially be emulated and put online for use is, well, Gerard, aka the completionist, since he actually decided to buy pretty much everything that was on the eShop. Which is insane, but he did the world a service that day. Exactly, like, stuff like that, chat, is exactly why emulation is important. Because of preservation. Because, unfortunately, you know, the companies that actually own these IPs won't do it. and we never know if, like, the data is safe with them. Sometimes it might be lost forever. You never know what might happen with the company. Maybe the company might suffer, like, I don't know, a fire or something, and maybe all the data that's saved on, like, hard drives will get destroyed if they're not using anything with the cloud. Not to mention, a lot of companies nowadays are kind of, Nintendo especially, are nickel and diming their customers with their emulate games, trying to do the live service thing. A lot of people really try to emulate the Netflix model of business, which is great if you're the company, but honestly, not that consumer friendly. Honestly, the original model that Nintendo was using before with the Virtual Console was way better. Because with that, it was like, well, you bought the game for your Wii and or Wii U, and you had it. It was yours. You bought the game again. It's a retro game. And you know, everyone benefited from it. Nintendo got some good cash for, charging people $5 for an NES game, but you know what? At least they made it available,
Who's next?
Now every company under the sun prefers to serve
That was so easy.
And the service itself is pretty bad. I mean, Nintendo has never really been good with online service, if we're being completely honest. So it's like, the fact that you would even charge as much as you do for your shitty service is just kind of insulting, you know? Like, the way how Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, and pretty much every other AAA publisher, you know, treats their games, kind of proves Gabe Newell right. About piracy, right? Piracy only exists because the services that are available suck!
I suppose I could try.
And if you truly want to stop piracy, make a good service. It's that simple. People don't pirate maliciously. People often pirate because of necessity. Now, obviously, when I say necessity, you obviously don't really need the game. But when you have to, when your only options are pay an absorbent amount of money for a product that is relatively overpriced, it's like, what other choice do you have as a customer other than you either don't buy it or you get the product through some other means? You know? Hello there, kid. How are you doing? I'm doing well.
Man, could you be any
It
weaker?
goes well.
One shot should do.
Just playing some games right now. Playing a JRPG for Tales of Vesperia. Oh god! And I'm trying to see if I can put an end to the pistons on this. Which makes complete sense in context, I swear.
There's no way we're gonna lose.
Doing good? Okay, that's great. I'm actually doing pretty well myself. I actually got done telling chat how I finished reading a book. And that book that I just finished reading is going to be a book I'm reading on Thursday. Only one specific section of it. I'm not going to read the whole book because the whole book is mostly for, I would say... How do I put this? I'm not comfortable reading this entire book on Twitch. We'll say that. We'll put it like that. Not that I think Twitch would get necessarily too angry if I were to read it, but you never know. You never know. I think I can get away with one specific section on the book. Okay, I think I'm good here. Hold on, chat. The game's gonna turn off for a bit because I have to click off the screen. I have to read something real quick. This is in regards to the repeat quest. I have to go to... Okay. Yeah, this is kind of how I want the map to look. So that's fair enough, exactly. Twitch sucks, honestly. I would honestly be streaming on Rumble, as well as, you know, Odyssey. I mean, I am streaming on Odyssey right now. I'm actually streaming on 4 places at once. I'm streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Odyssey, and even technically Twitter. But I would really like to stream on Rumble because there's definitely an audience on Rumble. They are definitely there. That is not even up for debate. Rumble is growing, and I want to stream on there too. The only reason why I'm not is because, well, in order to stream for free on Rumble, you need at least, 25 subscribers, which is not a big number. It used to be 100. But it does suck that, you know, you still need to get that subscriber count up before you can stream for free. Now, the only other way to stream is if you decide to pay their subscription thing, which I think is like $10 a month, and you can stream that way. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm actually willing to pay. Also, did the screen freeze? I think the screen froze. Hold on. There we go. It wasn't showing exactly where I was. I fixed it. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm definitely willing to pay $10 a month. It's just I'm a little tight on cash right now, so I can't really do that. But hopefully in the next month or so, I will be able to do that, and then I'll be able to stream on Rumble. And I may even do some Rumble exclusive streams. Well, probably Rumble and Odyssey exclusive streams, because they're both very lenient in terms of what you're allowed to stream, you know? Also, what's going on with this cat? Oh, Nora moved. Hey, why are you meowing like that, Rita? I gotta go after her! Oh, I'll go too! What's going on to those two? You don't think Rita was actually talking to that cat, do you? No way. And we lost 2 party members. Well, I guess we gotta complete the game without them. I'm joking, of course. Let's go find them. Okay. I wonder where they went. But yeah, I really want to stream on Rumble, guys. Because, weirdly enough, I've taken notice about my VODs. My VODs that I upload to YouTube that get synced to Rumble, they do way better on Rumble. Especially the reading streams. People like, I guess, me reading a book. So, yeah, I'm gonna definitely read more often. Since that seems to be what the people want! Hey, Yuri, what's going on? Some sort of ritual, maybe? What the fu- Ah, she's getting away! Uh-oh, we'll be able to get to where she's going faster if we cut through the royal quarter. Guys. Hey, wait up! Well, okay, well those two are just chasing a cat for some reason. Hey, do you think Vita might like cats, maybe? Looks like she's crazy about them to me. Okay, to the royal quarter! We gotta meet up with our 2 crazy cat lady party members. I'm joking, of course. Where did they go? I assume they're over here because they said the royal quarter. Ah. It's Rita! Where's Estelle, though? And the other little lady? Let's go have a look. We got her cornered! Meow. Nope, at this rate, the cat's gonna get away. Meow! Where'd she come from? Got her! Well, that was a scene, chat. Thank you so much! And Rita keeps meowing. Make sure you don't let her run away again. What's all this meowing mean anyway? I don't get it. You did well, Estelle. Hey, it was a team effort. Where'd you come back from there, Estelle? Where I come from, I just went around the back, then I got through the 2nd story window. The 2nd story window? You climbed up there? Hey, that's not half bad, Estelle. Well, it was your idea to use a pincer technique, Vita. But it was your idea to come through the back exit, Estelle. Well, that was only because I was so moved by your selfless desire to help that nice lady get her cat back. Who, me? Nah, I was just doing it for fun. It's okay, Rita, you don't have to pretend. You're a good person, I can tell. No, you got me all wrong. Well, I guess it's not worth arguing about. What the fuck is this conversation, chat? I've reached a point in the game to where now I go back to previous locations and random shit just starts happening. People can be good in their own ways, I think. Couldn't have said better myself. You guys are so full of it. Well, we saved the cat. Let's talk to this dog over here. Wolf. Nothing. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, I'm reading something for the repeat quest because I think I actually can complete it. What I'm missing is a cat in Dongress will be in the bridge. Talk to dog and Zophius. A cat in Dongress. Wait, so is that not the dog? Is there another dog? Is there another dog? Oh, there's a cat over there. Who am I talking to? I have no clue who I'm supposed to be talking to right now. I was told a dog and... Well, I guess not that one. And there's another dog that I know up in Zophius. Okay, then let's stop by Zongrest, I guess. Dongrest is over here. Right? I know my locations now. This is Heliodor. Where's Dongrest? This is Dongrest. Go in. Okay, I'm supposed to talk to another animal here, I think. But where? But where, though? But where, though? I noticed that a cat that was usually to the left when you enter here is gone. Do I not talk to an animal here? I mean, there's a wolf back there, but I can't reach him. Blah, 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 blah. Is he in a building? Is he in the tavern? The answer is no. Is this guide even correct? This guide is probably bullshit, chat. For this one quest, which I'm obsessed with completing, but won't be complete. Because it's bullshit. I want Repeat to be the winner of the pissing contest, damn it. No one! There's nobody in here! I guess let's check over here? I highly doubt there's just a random animal in the guild headquarters, but it's worth a shot. In the Don's office, maybe?
So are you telling me to go all the way out to the countryside?
Okay, well we got a cutscene.
I wonder if this place is
I
any
think that's
good.
progress.
This place is no good, and Zophius won't work either.
We gotta make these things fair for everyone.
This is something important. For the Empire and for the guilds.
Oh shit, I just realized I'm actually supposed to come here.
I'm not
I
going to be
completely
used like
forgot
some
that that's
messenger.
actually part of the story to come here.
I don't want to leave Dongrest at a time like this. It's up to you, Harry.
All right. I guess I'll be going.
What? This is important. You're just gonna decide like that?
It's all right. I'm not going to question Harry's decision back there.
That settles it. We'll be back at the Little Prince's earliest convenience.
Okay.
Okay, well, the thing I was actually looking for is not even in here. Could the cat or dog or whoever animal be in here, maybe? There's definitely a quest with that guy over there, but I don't know how it started. The Bunny Guild, blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, I don't... I think the... Arenian, go to the watchtower for the town. Once you get about 90%, you'll have some Aronian. Aronian? 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 Anorian? Aronian? Chat, I give up. I give up, chat. I'll wait until, like, I'm... Wait. This is the cat, I think. Oh, a cat! Yeah. Huh? I guess Rita really loves cats. Okay. Okay, this is part of the repeat quest. This is part of the repeat quest. Because... freaking Rita is talking to the cat right now. Are you the one they call the dog warrior? I've been called by that name. Can I help you with something? A vicious dog showed up in town recently, and he's been causing us no end of trouble. He's causing trouble for all the dogs and cats in town, and the humans too. Could you please get rid of him? I don't usually do mercenary work, but... Hey there, pussycat! There he is, chat! That's the little bastard! The rival dog! That's him! It's you. Oh, looky what the cat dragged in. Stand back, man. I hear you've been trying around like you own the place, causing trouble for the locals. Oh, there's some, the things some people say. I'm just trying to free the city from the self-serving humans. In our city, humans and animals live together in peace. You should mind your own business. Sucking up to humans, eh? Pathetic. Sucking up to someone and getting along with them aren't the same thing. But it looks like you never learned the difference, old man. As always, you don't know when to keep your mouth shut. How about I show it for you, but good. Battle? Battle? Fight? Oh! Damn it! How did you beat me so easily? I'll show you. Thank you. As our way of showing our thanks, this town's dogs and cats will work together to make sure your territory around here stays protected. Oh, that'd be real nice of you. It's the least we can do for you after you've made that terrible dog go away. Okay, so I guess that means the rival dog can't steal our territory anymore. That's good. So maybe that means all the Repeat's territory around the city is safe? Yeah, I think so. Isn't that great, Repeat? Also, curse you, OBS, for the slowdown. I'm sure this town's cats don't want it to belong to the likes of Lil Wolf either. You know, I have to say, I didn't know all you were so fluent in canine language. That would certainly be a sight to see if that were true. Okay. So, according to the thing I'm reading, I got that scene, and I think I have to go back to Zophius? I'm doing it, Chad. I'm doing the thing. I want to put this stupid quest to rest. Okay, he can't steal my territory. That's good. So let's go back to Zophius. I'll be repeat again. Because he's the main character of this dumb side quest. Let me in! Let me in! Woof woof. Okay, I'm in the lower quarter though. When does the thing start? Also, I noticed there's more dogs. Woof woof. Okay, you're still just saying woof woof. Was that the same old lady who lost her cat? No. Am I not? Wait, am I not doing the thing right? Is there somewhere else supposed to go? After your map will spawn, go back to Zophius and lower quarter. Outside the inn near his room, there's a save point. Let's see here. Save point, and then the dog you get the tile from will be standing to the left of it. The dog is not there. You have all requirements yet. Hold on, I want to rest at the end just in case. The dog you get the tile from the quest will be standing to the left of it. The dog is not there. You haven't met all the requirements yet. Impossible. You really haven't won the dog? I haven't won the quest yet? Come on! Impossible! Look at the map, chat! It's filled with piss! Everything is pissed! Except for that little block there, which I actually found out might be, it might be specifically this location. Which I genuinely don't have access to. So unless... I either have to piss here specifically, or... I have to, I don't know. I have no clue, chat. Okay, but also in this guide, this guide is saying I have to talk to a dog in Zophius. And it's not being specific as to which dog I'm supposed to talk to. I would assume that, you know, one of those two dogs would be it. But apparently not. Just a dog in Zophius. And I don't remember there being any other dogs. Oh wait, there's another dog. Is this the dog? This is the dog! Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Bark, woof. I wonder what they're talking about. Yeah, me too. You too? Yuri, I thought you understood what repeat means when he's barking. When did I ever say that? Oh, the dog ran off. But don't you interpret what repeat says sometimes? Nah, I've just been saying whatever I think he might be thinking at the time. Really? I'm not so sure. Do I really look like a dog whisperer to you? Ah! He came back! Hey, the puppy came and brought something for the pup. The Friendship Fur Ball. As a sign of friendship and trust, you can count your friends no matter how far you are apart. What is that? Looks like the little wolf's fur. Ah, I see what's going on. The pups are having a territory marking competition. Right, and with that fur, Repeat will be able to use his sense of smell to figure out where the little wolf is. Oh, I see! That dog went and brought back some fur that had been left in town. With this, not even your rival's a match for you, right, pup? So I can track them now? I mean, I don't really think it matters because I kinda already took over the map. It's all blue. It's all repeat piss right now. Actually, hold on. I think the NPC who's supposed to be here will show up now. And then I can finally put this damn quest to rest, chat. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want to win the pissing contest. Wait, what if I go in the building? Reload something. There are about 4 events that happen during 50% of the way through. There will be a scene. At this point, you'll have to talk to Zophius, a cat in Downgrest. Then once again, you have access to Aronian and go to the watchtower far west in town. The rival dog. Oh, okay. Okay, so now we have to do story. Now we have to do story, chat. We have to do story now. There's an area which I have not been to yet. And once I get there, don't mind that. Once I get there, I'll be able to finally progress with the side quest. And also, sorry, Dime, I'll have to not see your comments for a bit. So wants to open a cat cafe. Shut up, boy. I get some Traverse Town vibes. I encountered a MSQ by coincidence. Blah 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 blah. Speak Nintendo. Oh, you got Wii games for your computer, Dimo? Oh, that's cool. Oh, you tried out Captain Rainbow? How's Captain Rainbow, Dimo? I always wanted to try that game. Yuri was obviously fucking with them? Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, now that we've done that, we can go back to Yuri. And now we can go back to the main quest, which is... we are supposed to be... oh, Nordopolica. That's our next location. Nordopolica. Oh, you can configure Wiimote controls? Okay. Nordopolica is over here. I'm starting to recognize where things are by default, chat. Like, I no longer, like, need to remind myself where things are anymore. You can make a blue wave comment, but you're better than that?
I understand. We'll wait here until you return.
Yes, thank you.
That Nat sure is a man of understanding.
We got his approval really fast.
He's
'Cause he
seen the
knows.
world change before his very eyes. He doesn't have an ounce of suspicion when it comes to others.
So far, Sonic Colors is only compatible with GameCube controllers. Okay.
I wonder if the
Interesting.
Union and the Palestrale can get along.
Of course they can. They're of the same guild after all.
That's right. Now is the time to put their differences aside and join forces. They'll have to get along.
Aye, quarreling only aids you in understanding one another and forges true friendships.
That's true,
You'll
yeah.
be their bridge over troubled waters.
Why I'm not a big fan of later Nintendo consoles.
You're right.
Define later Nintendo consoles, Daimo.
There's still that little prince.
Let's go back to where Flynn and the others are. Maybe they've made some progress.
Yeah, let's head back first.
The State of the Union.
The Don's absence is still hanging heavily here.
The atmosphere is a bit off, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. But still, they're not doing half bad.
You think so?
Sure, they may not show it much though. These guys prefer keeping their distance.
Stand firm, don't fight, watch out for each other, help each other out. Not too close, not too far. I'd say they're doing just fine.
So they don't just simply get along. Men are so complicated.
Their hearts are like labyrinths.
Men aren't the only ones.
Nah, men are pretty simple ladies. Don't overthink it. Okay, now we're supposed to head to that one spot where we fought that horde of monsters, which was over here in... What's this? Hipponia. This is Hipponia. And I believe it was Eastern Hipponia? Where that fight happened? What the hell? That's a new location. Did they make a whole village here? What the fuck? I mean, I know they said they were building like a little camp here, but they made this pretty damn quick, I have to say.
Whoa. They've already built this much?
That's what I'm saying.
I can't believe the city's come this far so quickly.
And it doesn't look like they used magic. Look.
Looks like they burned themselves out.
They built this shit quick.
Looks like the Knights put up a fight too.
I guess this is what people do when they work together.
In the moment of truth, people manifest amazing strength, just like fish caught on a line.
Yeah, this just goes to show you people always manage somehow.
Yep.
So, how do you like it?
Hats off to you.
How are things on your end, Yuri?
We talked to them. We also told them that we'd talk to His Majesty when we could.
Okay, I talked to His Majesty, and it looks like he'll come.
Also, Flynn, are you gonna join my party permanently now?
He's coming by ship now.
He's taking the slow route. I'll take Baul to pick him up. Harry and Nats too.
Really? Won't Baul get angry?
There's no time, right? Baul understands that too.
That would be a great help. There's no time left.
So the leaders of the world will finally come together.
Now we just have to see if they understand what we're doing.
And if the diplomatic approach doesn't work, there's always fisticuffs.
These people have gone through so much to get here. I just know they'll understand.
Patty always knows what's up, chat.
Yeah.
Spirits. Adefagos. Duke.
Duke? You mean Sephiroth?
Turn all the world's cores into spirits.
It's an extraordinary story.
I know it's hard to believe, but that's the reality we're up against.
No more Blastia, no more barriers? There would be so much chaos.
If we don't do it, then we're all gone. Either by Duke or the Adefagos.
There may be no choice, but do you really think people will listen?
I don't think anyone hopes for a future of destruction. We can keep moving forward, even if it's hard.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this.
The Empire's duty is to prevent confusion and guide people to the future.
In response to Wii to Switch, when it comes to controller compatibility issues. Oh, okay.
Now is the time to reign for the people.
So in other words, when Nintendo had their gimmicky console... Well, actually, no. I would say Nintendo gimmicky console saga generation? I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. But I know what you're talking about. Wiimotes are not that compatible with PC. Same with Wii U gamepads.
Making new things that will
Joy-Cons.
serve for Blastia. Oh, there's business to be done.
We have to think of a way to fight off the monsters without the barriers.
The Mercenary Guild and Hunting Blades won't be enough. What about combining the Reformed Knights with the guilds?
Combining Reformed Knights with
Sounds
guilds.
interesting, but I don't know if it'll go smoothly.
You're not going to stay until the end?
That's not our job.
Yeah, that's stuff for the important people to work out.
Somehow I think people will have a harder time than they're thinking. It's their job to get ready for that. Our job...
Patty, what are you looking at?
We have to crush the Autophagos and stop Duke.
Aye, we've got to sail the course we've plotted.
I see.
Sorry, we left all the dirty work to you.
That's my line. We always leave the hardest part to you all. I apologize.
All right, we got work to do.
You can understand certain games when it comes to motion controls? Yeah, that's true.
But how are we supposed to access all the world's cores?
It is kind of hard to emulate games with motion controls nowadays.
I think I
I
know
mean, it's
a way.
definitely possible, but
There was something in the
I
research
can imagine
Alexei
it's a
and
pain in the
Barbos
ass.
did. Some note about creating a network of Blastia. Really? Where's that note? I brought it with my personal things. Hey, wait! You can't just go looking at people's stuff!
Shut up, Squirt.
Oh, I'm going too.
They just took off.
Brave Vesperia's as lively, no, as rowdy as ever.
That's just how we are.
Looks like there's a tiny bit of hope.
Yes, it does. I'm sure she'll find an answer if she's that worked up.
Let's just hang out until she does.
Party with everyone? Okay. So it's solo Yuri time with Rapide. I'm happy he built me a home for me and all, but it's just a tent. I wish we had been a log cabin or something like that one over there. A tent. Well, I guess it's better than camping on the road in the last few days. The tent is something I put up for my girl all by myself. I asked the Architect Guild how to do it. A tent just for her. Now that's true love. Nah, I mean just... Anyway. I was headed for Torum, but Flynn ordered me here. Hope to meet all the citizens and be remembered. Hope even those who aren't citizens will work with us. Let's build this town together. I snuck a peek at the meeting, but I got so bored. It seemed like it was going fine, I think. Oh, wait! Aronion HQ. This is the town I need to be in to complete Rapide's quest. Okay, things are going smoothly, chat. Things are going smoothly. Should leave the rest of them. But there are other games like Metal Slug Anthology on the Wii, which isn't compatible with the class controller, but it's compatible with the game controller. Okay. Okay, talk to that dog. I helped out a lot with building houses. The Master Carpenter said I was a natural. Listen, my husband's off working, and I don't have any fun or... I don't have any fun or do any shopping, nothing. I'm bored to death. I want pasta for lunch. I want to act more like a woman. I want to go back to Zophians now! Good God. We're using this river to transport supplies. This is really an excellent location. You know, this work is the only piece I get all day, away from my wife's constant whining. I wonder when she'll finally get used to this environment. I wait for the supplies to be transported here and then carry them into town. With the Wii U and another reason why I chose not to buy the console is because of the bulky controller. You're not a fan of the Wii U gamepad? But time out! The Wii U gamepad is a revolutionary controller that changed gaming forever! Joke. Look at how far this town has come. The unity of the guilds is really something. Gonna build houses, gonna make everyone happy. Blah blah blah. Look at the We're starting from scratch, right? Now this should be a construction job with little challenge. This is the kind of job that sets a craftsman so on fire, I'm telling you. Come on, Time Out. The Wii U gamepad was not that bad. It was actually kind of cool. Granted, not all games needed it, but there are some good games that kind of utilized it pretty well. I suppose taking the first steps away always begins from nothing, just like this. To think I'd reached this ripe old age before realizing how truly blessed I was. Okay, I can't go in the tents. Also, let me fix my A button here, because this A button is a pain in the ass. Because it keeps getting stuck! This shield blast seal was buried underground. That must have been the time that existed once here. I can't read chat. I can't read to save my life. We built a better town than I imagined. With this, I bet we can have a better life than in the lower quarter. It's a little dangerous, but don't you think this new life is pretty nice? A blast seal was unearthed during the development of this town. But it won't work because there's no core and it's broken. It'll make a perfect monument, though.
Yuri, do you have a minute?
Oh yeah, by the way, Time Out, there are some games where the Wii U gamepad did work. Such as Pikmin 3. Pikmin 3 is a good example of that. As for others... Sure, there were some Wii U exclusive games that... I guess Nintendo Land? The game that came with the Wii U? That was pretty good?
Not here. I'll be waiting
the
at the entrance.
I could probably say more if I decide to stop being a lazy bastard and get up and look at my shelf. Except for all the trouble, I mean, thanks. If you ever find yourself fighting against Flynn one day, no, I better not say too much. Also, where did Flynn go? I kind of half paid attention to what he was saying. This is both a hospital and just a place to rest. Why not spend the night? It's only $100. No. Why was he outside the building? I have no idea what is written here, but I'm having fun looking at Rita's reaction. I see. No way! Hold on, chat. I have to freaking mash my A button because it is terrible. I need a new controller, chat. I need a new controller. Is there beside matter? What? Is there beside matter? What are you talking about? Is there beside matter? Is there beside matter? What did you type? Is there bedside matter? Nani sore! Anywho, the nerve rummaging through my stuff like that. She's always like that. She's so bossy. Ah! I will figure out the secret to my controller and how to properly press it. Because I'm getting sick of just my controller being a shit, chat. Kazakura, I don't want to talk to you. Shut up! God, shut up! What do you got? Do you sell good shit here? Oh god. Well, fuck. I guess to answer my question, yes, they sell some good shit here. Hypershock Yo-Yo? Huh? Hypershock Yo-Yo. The Geminio. Sonic Cleaver. Magical Ribbon. Platinum Circlet. Dragon Helm. There's a lot of good shit here. What the fuck? And I can pretty much buy everything here too. What can I synthesize though? Night Shield F, Night Shield. This is literally just a shield, the same shield except for Flynn. Spike Shield, Aegis. We got the Aegis actually. Garmfang. Garmfang. Stormbringer, Song of Gaia. We still can't make the king-size bag? Come on. But you know what we can make? The freaking Garmfang. We definitely don't need it right now, but may as well have it, you know. And that's about it. That's pretty much all we need to buy. Garmfang. We made a home here in this town. We can go home anytime. People power is nothing to make light of. We built this town in no time. I want to help, but you know, I'm pretty incompetent. I'm going home by myself. And here's Wonder Chef. I guess you found me. You're pretty good. I'll teach you how to cook as a reward. Oh, I learned crepe. I'll give you this so you can practice. I gotta go till we meet again. There can't be that much more Wonder Chef spots, can there? I can't think of any other spots. What does crepe do? Restores a moderate amount of TP. Okay, see, like this is what I needed. We no longer need pudding. It's time to make crepes. The house is unlocked, is abandoned. Okay. Okay, let's save. Now let's confront Flynn. As he probably wants to duel or something. The central basin of the island in the middle of the Surian archipelago, northwest of here, was underwater. I don't know how, but they say the water is no longer there. The land of underwater. It sounds kind of like a romantic tale. Huh? Why are you wandering around? Your friend is waiting for you. Wait, what would she have said if I didn't talk to Flynn?
You ready?
Your motherboard is shit? Sorry to hear that, Daimao. Yeah, what about it? Your I.O. after blah blah installing Linux and shit.
So, are you gonna tell me why you're so serious?
Are you just gonna go like this?
Yes.
Huh?
The people who command the entire world are gathered here. Now's the time to tell them all you've done.
Not
Why?
this again.
Half of my achievements, or more, are really yours.
So what? It doesn't matter who did them.
It does. Why do you always choose the option that's bad for you? Why do you try to bear everything by yourself? Do you think I can't take the burden?
You're carrying what I can't. I know I can do what I want only because someone's watching out for me.
But
Yuri's just keeping it real,
I can't
Flynn.
explain. I'll just yell at you again.
In that case,
I can see when my
Try
influence
it like
influence is not
this.
working properly. Okay.
Yuri!
you're not gonna beat me in an argument. But you know what you can beat me in. This.
Yeah. You're right. Just like always.
Oh, a duel? A duel?
Everything I feel is in this sword.
Good. Come on!
Let's go! Oh, what the fuck?
Take this!
You keep getting better.
You do too.
Guess life has taught us both a few things.
How many years has it been since we fought like this?
We fought in the Coliseum. You forget already?
Of course not.
I'm getting my ass kicked already.
Just, you know, a lot of stuff has happened.
Yeah?
It's just different.
Yeah. It feels different for me, too.
I wonder what it is.
Does it matter? I am so gonna kick your ass.
No. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh, it's on now.
Hold on. Heal? Oh, get out of here, bitch! Good God!
All right. I'll blow you away! Rising Falcon! Shining Eagle! Azure Sword! And enough! You're dead! Divine Wolf!
Divine Wolf!
You're gone! Take this! Azure Wolf! Shining Dragon Sword! Face!
Okay, heal. Woo! Okay. Oh, don't! You piece of shit! Don't heal!
Take this!
Okay, stop!
I have an answer for you.
Oh, fuck!
All right.
I'm dead. I lose. I'm gonna lose.
Guardian Field.
Oh yeah, we're getting to this part. Yeah, we're at this part. I'm suffering right now.
Shining Dragon Sword!
Actually, can I get a match blends on him?
Guardian Field.
Okay, he's like halfway down. Oh, we need all that grinding.
Azure Wolf Strike! Take this! Azure Wolf!
Guardian Field.
Shining Dragon Sword!
How does he break out like that?
Shining Dragon Sword!
That's so annoying. Ah!
All right.
Shining Falcon. Demonic Chaos.
Shining Dragon Sword!
Fuck off with that.
Sonic Thrust.
Got him.
I won?
Stabbed him in the back. Honorably, of course. Honorably. I stabbed him in the back honorably. Honorably, chat. I got the Order of Imperial Honor and Election Trace.
I can do even better than this.
And
I
Repeat
can't
was
even
watching
win
it
with a
all.
sword anymore.
Loser.
You've gotten better, Yuri.
You too. You would have beaten me easy if you were still like when we were kids.
Didn't we swear on our swords when we were kids? We would fight to make people smile.
Yeah. Even if we follow different paths.
Even if we bear different burdens.
Even if people praised us or hated us.
The knights and the guilds won't change, right?
There are places in each of us the other can't reach.
That's why we're not alone.
Lesson learned, never go cheap on hardware. Absolutely, Dion. Never go cheap on your hardware. always get the best that you can. But also keep in mind what you're using your machine for. Okay, now we got the bromance scene out the way. What's gonna happen next? Oh, is that it? I guess that's that.
It'll work. Connect the spirits directly with the core and excite it. Converge the generated power onto Vesperia #1 through the 4 spirits, and then use it against the Autophagos.
I'm glad you figured it out, Rita.
I was the one to find this method.
Synchronize this device with the barrier Blastia placed around the world, and then use it to interfere with the surrounding Blastia.
That speech was as sinuous as an octopus's legs. Carol has no hope of understanding.
Not like you got it either.
So you mean we can transform the Blastia core into spirits, right?
That's what I've been telling you.
I knew you could do it, Rita.
Our only problem is time. We need to build the Blastia core network and prepare for the Converge process simultaneously.
I'll handle the network. We do have some people from Aspio who can help too.
We'll need a guard too. Better keep an eye on the monsters in the Autophagos.
The knights will take that position.
We will protect all with our life.
The guild will back up wherever necessary. We also have engineers who can help.
Hey, this is gonna work out!
So then, is Vesperia #1 ready for action?
Not quite. I don't have everything I need to make the body yet. I'm working on all the necessary calculations, but we still need to find compatible parts.
Then
What do we
wouldn't it be
need?
better just to make a new one from scratch? There should be plenty of people and materials here.
Hey, that's a great idea. We can start with the network construction. How's that sound?
Yeah, it could end up being faster if you can do that.
Then it's decided. We'll get everyone together so you can explain in more detail later.
Everyone's pitching in to make a weapon that can defeat the Autophagos.
Just like how this town was built.
Thinking about it like that gives me a strange feeling.
We just need to get close to the Autophagos so that the power of the spirits will reach it for sure. And then activate Vesperia #1.
That means we need to get to...
We need to
The
get
Tower
to
of Tarkaron.
Duke's hideout.
where Sephiroth resides.
Are we gonna fight him?
I don't know. But we can't let him use Tarkaron.
I guess we can't walk around it.
Yeah.
All right then, I'll start working on Vesperia #1's repairs.
Great. Let's aim to be ready to leave by tomorrow.
Am I finally gonna get in my party chat? Is it gonna happen now that I've done the big rival fight? Yuri, let's do our best. Whatever you say. We should rest early to get ready for tomorrow. Me? I will when I get sleepy. How about the Kaufman? Who would have thought the Empire and guilds would ever join forces to work towards a common goal? I can get used to that idea. Also, this place is Arian, right? There should be an event here for Rapide. We discussed the various possibilities. Now I just have to convince everyone in town. I'm getting worked up to the challenge. Where do I go to... Oh, this dog. Or not? Maybe I have to leave this town and come back to it, and then I can finish the side quest. Rita's such a powerful mage. I have to become stronger to defeat the Autophagos. We can go in the HQ this time. Yuri Lowell. I guess I have to put my trust in you on this one. I'm counting on you. Whatever bitch you stabbed me. Leave me be, I'm trying to concentrate. Oh yeah, that do it. Leave the construction network to me. I'll have you know that I'm as good as Rita. Okay, nothing's different here. I think I'm getting, yeah, I think I do have to progress the story before I can get that final scene activation. It's looking like that. But without further ado, I guess I'll go to the end. But before I do that, let me check what's inside the end. Oh, it's Patty. Can't settle down? I'm always up for a riot. I don't want to fight Sephiroth, but I'll end up feeding the fishes if I hold back against him. And yes, I definitely did read Duke of Sephiroth, because he's Sephiroth, Jack! The Duke is Sephiroth!
What are you doing, Patty?
Looking for Yuri. Have you seen him?
I think he's somewhere in town. Probably sleeping.
Yuri's just about the only one who can successfully hide from me. In any case, what are you doing, Flynn?
Patrolling. This town has no barrier, so I have to work extra hard to keep it safe. What is it?
Why are you the one patrolling? You're a commandant. Or is this part of a knight's duty?
It has nothing to do with a knight's duty or rank. A knight is... well, it's difficult to explain.
Is it?
Personally, I believe they exist solely to protect the people, but not all knights agree.
If they're not there to protect the people, then, well, what the hell are the knights for, then?
And things haven't actually gotten any better?
No, they've improved quite a bit, though there are those who don't believe so.
Lies and rumors are insidious things. Ah, Flynn, you have far too many woes for one so young.
True. I have no want for trouble, but I am prepared to face it.
Is that right?
Ever since I learned the law is imperfect, I've looked for a definitive boundary between good and evil. Recent events have shown me that no such boundary exists. In the end, all I can do is face each trouble as it arises. Perhaps this path is full of pain, but I won't run.
Well, I'm glad you found your resolve,
That's
Flynn.
what I am prepared for. Hattie?
He learned that the world is not so black and white, Jack. Flynn has grown. Our boy Flynn has grown.
Admirable, but codswallop. Long ago, I led the pirates as I freed, but I was only their boss because they had all given me their support.
Hello there, FH.
And had Yuri and the others not been there when my memories returned, I'm not sure what would have happened. Without them, I wouldn't be the chipper lass I am today.
I mean, you say that, Patty, but you were pretty chipper when we found you. So I don't know if that's true.
Patty.
You don't have to bear your troubles alone. You have Yuri and me.
Yeah, Flynn. Join our party, Flynn.
We all have troubles, so we should work together to figure them out.
Together?
Permanently join our party, Flynn.
Yes.
Come on.
You're right. Thank you, Patty. You know, sometimes I can't help feeling that you are terribly mature.
That's because Patty's actually a hag!
It's alright. You aren't the first to fall for my intoxicating charms.
If we all work through our troubles together, then someday we'll be able to make the world we dream of a reality. Everything we do, starting with taking down the Autophagos, will be worth it.
Resolving to act on a decision influences those around you, and then that decision becomes reality. That's how whole worlds are created. Sink me. I'm losing out on my beauty sleep. Off to bed I go.
What about Yuri?
I'm young. I'm sure there'll be plenty more chances. Good night.
You say you're young, but I don't know how young you are, Patty.
Good night.
Because you fucking led a whole pirate group, and the Black Boat Massacre happened how many years ago?
Don't bear your troubles alone.
Hoot hoot indeed, FH. By the way, FH, how are you doing? Now that you're, after your surgery?
Can't sleep?
It's hard? Oh. Sorry to hear that.
What about you?
Oh, I was just out talking with Baul and it got late.
I was just checking on how the repairs were coming along. What?
Oh, nothing.
I hate it when you say that.
That's strange. I don't mean anything by it.
Hey, what are you gonna do after this is over?
Okay, everyone's getting all talking about, what are you gonna do after we save the world? Yeah, we're reaching near the end of
If
the game.
all goes right, all the Blastia will stop working, including Hermes Blastia.
Right.
You won't have anything to do.
I guess not. That's all I had. Baul was my only friend. Destroying Hermes Blastia was my only purpose. I mean, I had my reasons, but...
But?
After traveling around with you all, I guess I don't really care anymore.
You're just gonna drop it like that?
What are you going to do? You lived for your Blastia research.
There's tons of stuff I could study. Besides, I realize there are things I can believe in besides Blastia.
Lies! Filthy lies, Rita.
I don't have any family, so I don't... But I kind of like, you know, how we are. Hey, that's just between us. You can't tell anybody.
I won't, I promise. It's fun to have secrets with someone.
You've changed. You never would have
Is
said
that really
anything
a
like
secret,
that
though?
when we first met.
I mean, Rita being very open with the party now is kind of obvious.
All the different people, different things on this journey, you know?
Yeah, I do. I never dreamed I'd end up like this. I don't want to go back.
Me neither. When everything's done, maybe I'll just travel the world with Baul.
That's nice. Hey, take Estelle too. There's still a lot in this world she should see.
You're not coming? It'll be so lonely without you.
Well, I guess I could.
Well, if we're going to do that, first we have to protect the world.
Of course. We'll show that thing.
Yes, we certainly will.
Okay, guess we're getting a bond moment between Carol and Raven now.
Good work. Sorry for making your work right before the final battle.
Don't worry about it. I'm a member of a guild. I have to do something. Hey, Raven. It's nice to be able to do things for others.
Oh, such grown-up words from Master Carol.
Yeah, I never did stuff just for other people. I wanted to show others that I could do stuff. I thought that was my dream, but I guess not.
To make a guild, to make the guild big, to be a respected boss. All boys have those dreams. It's fine.
But that was all just so I would look cool. I mean, there's so much you can't do alone.
Yeah, I guess so.
I thought I had to do it alone, or I'd look bad. Or it'd be worthless, or whatever.
Is everyone just gonna have their, like, friendship speech moment,
That's
or what?
not helping people.
I see.
If you work together, you can do a lot more and make a lot more people happy. I realized that traveling with everyone. I like that a lot more.
Young Master Carol, you are something. So far ahead of this old man. You are cool enough, just as you are.
You're cool too, Raven. Not as cool as Yuri, but...
Oh, I'm hurt.
Come on, Carol, you didn't have to say that. Even though you're right, you didn't have to say that.
So what's your dream, Raven?
Me? To be stinking rich with bevies of gorgeous women all around. Mm. I'm kidding. Now, I'm finally back to just living. So I guess my dream is to be able to dream again someday.
That sounds pretty hard. But I'm sure you can do it.
Thank you. I think I'll get it.
Hey, is your heart okay?
Yeah, it's weird, but it's fine. Even if I work it hard, it just keeps going.
I guess that's the effect of the spirits.
I guess this plan isn't all bad.
I'm glad I met everyone. I mean, you too, of course.
I'm glad I met you too. Really.
We're gonna win tomorrow.
In a big way. All right, we should get to bed soon. Lack of sleep is the elderly's worst enemy.
Okay, night.
Yeah, good night.
Oh, Raven, you old geezer. You old 35-year-old geezer.
Dreams are so not my style. But here I am, dreaming. What am I gonna do with myself?
It's almost time.
Yeah, I start to think about it and I can't sleep.
You get that way too?
You say it like I'm made of iron or something.
Would you mind if I sat next to you? Thank you. It's warm.
And now we're getting a lovey-dovey scene between these two. I hear you, Raven.
Tomorrow we
Exactly,
face that
Dimal.
Vagos.
Raven's dreams are what every man wants, honestly.
It's ironic that we're actually using Alexei's research to fight it.
If they had only been able to think of others.
Yeah, but they made their choices. Nothing we can do about that.
Choices. You've always made your own choices, haven't you?
I figured if someone's gonna choose, it might as well be me.
You had a strange dream, FH? Dare I ask what the strange dream was?
And I won't find out if I made the right choices until the end.
But that's wonderful. Making a choice is so hard.
You made your own choice too.
I think I figured it out while traveling with you all. To live means to choose, and to have the resolve to make those choices.
I think that's kind of overdoing it.
Nah, I think she's got it.
I always just played the role I was given. I was happy to heal people and be thanked. But then I learned my power was poisoning the world. Someone was always using me.
What about now?
I don't know, but I feel like I'm here doing what I am because it's my choice. My wish. I'm glad I came on this journey with you, Yuri.
Me too. I wasn't too sure what would happen when you asked me to take you out of the castle.
I'm sure.
I like traveling.
Even
Lots of
that
different
I had
people, different experiences.
orgy and then my dog. Thanks. Then turned into what? What am I reading? What am I reading? That's a strange dream indeed, FH.
We traveled the whole world, but I never got tired of it. I think it fits me. I think I'll just keep on going around.
And keep helping people in need.
Yeah, maybe there's some tomboy princess out there being chased by an evil monster.
You're mean.
Well, you hear that, chat? Yuri's true
It's
preferences
strange.
is tomboys. He's
Right
based.
now, I'm not scared at all. If anything, the thought that a new world is about to dawn is...
The Autophagos won't kill us. We'll live on.
And I'll be able to stay with everyone. With you.
Thanks. I feel the same way. Let's get it over with, and live on in a future we choose.
Okay.
Well, looks like you slept well.
Yes, I did.
Like a log.
Are we
Bed is
going to
so
be
much
able to
more
fight
comfortable
Sephiroth
than when
now?
we were here before.
Or the Autophagos?
Yeah, the whole town is in really good shape.
A city this nice needs a name.
All right, naming genius. Give it a shot.
Okay. Scrappy Hank.
Scrappy
You suck!
The light that melts away the snow. Arnian. How's that?
Arnian. That's a nice name.
Now it's got the Imperial seal of approval. That settles it.
Fantastic. I'm all done too.
With Vesperia #1?
This is Yoder's sword, isn't it?
What? Is it really okay for us to use that?
It's just the right shape and size. Plus, it's forged from rare metal. If I recall, rare metal is quite scarce, and known to be exceedingly durable.
Listening to your discussion made me remember this sword. I'm utterly incompetent with swords, so I'd be delighted if it was of use to you.
Indeed, a fish.
Somehow it already feels
That's quite the
different.
strange stream I had to read. This game was good.
It is a decent blade.
So then this one would be Vesperia
Hey, yeah, this game is
number
great.
2.
It doesn't matter what it's called.
It's almost time.
Yeah. This time it really is the final battle.
Finally!
Leave the construction of the Blastia network to us.
We're finally reaching the final battle!
Wait, Commandant, you should go with them.
Sodia?
No one knows what might happen. They will need your help.
But the Knights have been tasked with persuading the people to help with the Blastia.
I am well aware that we will not succeed without the people's cooperation.
Don't worry. I'm here too, after all.
Very well. But Sodia, Witcher, even though we'll be working separately, we are still a team. Remember that, if nothing else.
Okay.
We have discussed the Blastia and spirits, and what to do after everything is done.
Chat, it took like me being finished for like 90% of the game, but we finally got Flynn as a
But
permanent
I think it will
party
take
member.
time for some to accept this change.
You're right. Many people will be so lost.
However, they cannot live in a new world without accepting the changes.
You're right.
I will start by talking with the people here. They built this wonderful city of Arnian from nothing but a plain.
Yes, the residents here should accept it.
Good luck. No one would listen to me even if I tried.
No way!
Estelise, everyone, take care.
We'll slow down there, but it's fine. I kind of don't care about the slowdown anymore, chat. I'm just happy that we got this is the final battle fucking sentence drop.
Everyone, please!
Because I've been
stop
playing
looking
this game for a
moment.
while.
His Majesty Yoder has something to say.
Luckily, the other RPGs on the list I'm going to be playing next aren't as long. Except with
I have something
potentially
very important to
Xenogears.
tell you all.
That one might be long, though I heard, if I recall correctly, another streamer who I spoke with said that
This will affect
Xenogears
the
might be
Empire,
like
the guilds, and even
40-ish.
the
It was either 40-ish or 60-ish hours.
I wonder if they'll be okay.
They believed
Which is
us
still
enough
pretty
to send
long,
us.
but
Let's believe
more
them now.
manageable than 80+ hours.
Yes.
Well, we have our own work to do. Carol, do your thing.
Right. Everybody! We will win no matter what! Onward, brave Vesperia!
Yes.
The Vesperia number 2! Flynn, friend to the end. We
I
finally
hope everyone
got
will
Flynn!
accept this. I mean, that the world
finally.
is changing.
There's a difference between understanding something and accepting something. It'll take time.
But this is the only way that's left. We just have to accept it.
This isn't a choice we've made freely. We had to choose it.
Not everyone will welcome it, that's for certain.
But
it's something we have to do. That's what you want to say, right?
Yeah.
That's fine then. Cheer up, Carol.
Okay. You think it'll work out, right?
Who knows?
Judith, I can't tell if you're trying to make me feel better or not.
What you want is different from what's actually there. Reality can be a harsh mistress.
Okay, let's go back to Orion, or Oranion, or whatever the hell it's called. Because Repeat's rival should be here. Acting Commodore Flynn, welcome back! Someone please show them to the rooms. Yes, right this way. I was not expecting this cutscene though. Let's go. Alright. Do you really have time to be lounging around? You can't afford to make any mistakes. We have to be careful about this. Doesn't sound like you, Yuri. Are you the one who's always acting irrational and reckless? Nah, I think you're thinking of yourself, Flynn. I can't imagine you'd be hesitating at this point, so what is it you need? Is it just some encouragement? I'm still looking for the right finishing move. If that's the case, maybe I can be of assistance. I appreciate the help. I'll take up your offer. Excellent. Do I get another Flynn duel? What's going on? No, I felt so peacefully, blah, blah, blah. I tried shaking you down, calling your name, but you wouldn't wake up. I thought you were gone, Rita. Oh, what a relief. We must have been more tired than we thought. Are those two still at it? Yes, they've been fighting with hardly a moment's rest ever since they started. They look like they're enjoying themselves. They got some nerve. When are we going to leave? It's stifling here. I want to go do some maintenance on the Vesperia 1 or something. Oh, I'll help! I'd say Rita's pretty similar, really. Was that just for a cutscene, or... Oh! Well, they're training. Take that! How about this? That was... Yep, it looks like you got the hang of it. Yeah, thanks, man. Yuri, Flynn! Are you finished? Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting. Alright, shall we go? Huh? Hold on, let me rest a little bit. We don't have time to be lounging around. Alright, last one's there is a rotten egg. Good luck out there. Leave it to me. Yuri learned the final Gale Arcane Art. Ooh. Well, it's a good thing I came back here then. Even though it was for something else.
It used to be just bare land, but it's starting to look like a real town now.
It looks like they're building more and more houses, too.
Yeah! Look on that roof over there! That's the Master Carpenter of the Carpenters Guild! He heard about Arnian and came with all his tools and apprentices to help. He even refused to take money for it! He's so generous!
Looks like the manly carpenters are out in full force.
You could learn a thing or two from them.
Now, can I finish the side quest here now? I've been doing this repeat side quest for like 6 streams now or something. I don't know. Actually, the question I have is how the hell do I finish it? Who exactly do I talk to finish it? There's gotta be another animal here or something. And also, FH, what are you thinking about?
When faced with a daunting foe, they often betray their comrades and save themselves.
Okay, a secret cutscene I was also not anticipating.
They gain more power than they need, and grow overconfident once they have it. This had been my understanding of human nature.
Humans are quite interesting. They become distrustful once betrayed. One moment they may slander a friend, and the next be moved to feelings of love. Their hearts may grow more compassionate, or be lost to depravity. Truly puzzling creatures.
All of that makes them dangerous. How long until they are drowned by their thirst for power? How long until they betray all those dear to them in their struggle for supremacy? When they stand before a mighty enemy, will they keep their resolve?
Do you not believe in them, Sylph?
I wished only to
You know what?
convey
You
the
should play
delicacy of the
Morrowind. I mean, I
situation.
have played Morrowind before. Not on stream, but I played Morrowind before.
Should they ever become too great a nuisance,
I also
we
played
need only
Oblivion and
burn them to
Skyrim.
the ground.
Oh yeah, I also played Daggerfall too.
It seems that the conversion to spirit form has not tempered our leader's fiery wrath.
I technically have not played the very first Elder Scrolls game though.
Nor has there been any change in the optimism that so characterized you, Undine.
And you remain every bit as cautious and careful as you ever were.
Has not that fear kept you in constant concern over the catastrophe in the sky?
It was all the Entelecheia and humans could do to seal it away 1,000 years ago. The humans have said that as spirits we possess the power to defeat it. However...
Say no more. Speaking it out loud will only further increase your worry.
We are a new power that will form the cornerstone of this world. The Adephagos is nothing.
We may possess enough power to defeat the Adephagos once and for all. But all our work will have been for naught if the humans cannot face this threat. Do not forget that it is the mortals who must use our powers against the Adephagos.
Did you not place your faith in their hands?
As there are no others to whom we can turn, I will entrust them with our final hope.
Then be content to stand by and watch over them. Believe in them.
Will Gnome say anything?
I too await the day when I make known my full power. Speak, Gnome, if you have something we should know.
He says we are left to make one of two choices. Perish along with this world, or entrust our powers to the humans. They may be fragile, but their hearts burn with a determination to live. I will stand with them.
Do you mean it, Gnome?
He says I too share their desire to go on living.
Why does Gnome need translation? What the f-
That is the life for those who grow old and die. We must live as suits our nature.
No. Like them, the oncoming catastrophe could sow the seeds of our obliteration as well. No. Let us too struggle for as long as we can, as the humans do. Goodbye.
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting cutscene. Ready for the final battle, men.
Take that!
Whoa, what's the occasion? Little impromptu training session?
Well, when I think about fighting Duke, I know I gotta be as strong as I can!
I liked your spirit.
I'd expect that from Carol, but Yuri brings a twinkle to this old man's eyes to see you training.
On second thought, let's call it a day.
What? We were just getting started!
Never fear! I think I can teach you a thing or two.
1% more win on stream. No.
You're volunteering to help, Raven? You're gonna jinx him.
No. That's my
Don't be
response
like
to that
that.
request, FH.
There's no beating an old man once he
I'm
finds his
not
stride, you know?
100%ing
Would you
any
spar
Elder
with me
Scrolls
as well,
game.
Raven?
Hey, well, if you both want to, I can't say no. It'll take more than luck to beat Duke after all. All right, Carol, no mercy?
Right.
No mercy!
Those Elder Scrolls games are pretty large, FH. And, I mean, for fuck's sake, I mean, I don't even know how you'd be able to keep track of everything you could do in, you know, games like Elder Scrolls. Because, besides, like, you know, the main quest as well as, like, the other major side quests and whatnot, I don't really see how you could really ever 100%, you know, an Elder Scrolls game. Like, that would take even longer than this game. You're insane. I can probably do it to, like, main quests, but, like, 100% Morrowind? No. It's a no. Well, if it isn't Yuri and Flynn. Eh? Who are you again? You haven't changed a bit, Yuri. It's me, man. We were in the Imperialist Knights together. I'm Algaron, remember? Algaron? Oh yeah, I still remember. You're the one who always stole food, right? No, that was Aisha. It was? Not that it really matters. Well, see you around, Algaron. Hey, hold on. What is it? Well, the thing is, Captain Flynn, perfect timing. There's something I'd like you to see. Alright, sorry, I'll be right back. Phew! That makes this easier. Is it something you can't say in front of Flynn? Well, actually, the town's come a long way, and now it seems like people have stopped caring about its development so much. Up until now, everyone was solid. We were all working together, but the people in town started to lose their enthusiasm. Well, I'd say that's pretty much a natural way for people to feel. Yeah, I mean, people want to relax, I'm sure. But some people have started throwing all their work onto Flynn, even a little manual labor around town. So, what are you getting at? I want to help the town remember the original spirit of industry that drove them to build their homes here in the first place. I was thinking that maybe, if they could feel some sense of accomplishment, maybe it could bring the town together. So, what are you saying should be done exactly? Could you perhaps go and gather some building materials that you could find near town? If we could get some more materials, I think it might be able to improve the town even more. Well, we do have Baua. Please, help our town grow! Ah, alright. But don't you dare tell Flynn. Of course not, I wouldn't want to worry him too much. Yeah, he is kind of a worrywart. Alright, we'll have a deal. Thank you, there's something like a fellow knight to come through in a pinch. Alright, could you bring me 3 of each? Desier gold dust, Hipponia tree bark, and Urzo fruit. Okay, that's simple. Sorry that took so long, you two finished talking already? Yep, just as you got back, let's go. Also, I'm definitely not fucking 100%ing Daggerfall FH. Hell, I haven't even, like, of all the Elder Scrolls games that I played, Daggerfall is the newest game I played, and I'm actually still in my playthrough, casually offline. So I wouldn't even know how to even... I wouldn't even know how to even begin to keep track of my progress if I were to 100% Daggerfall. And Daggerfall has a lot of shit in it.
Is fighting really the only option with Duke? Well, if he's in Tarkaron, then I think we'll have to.
My mind's already made up.
If only we can defeat the Autophagos with the spirits before he completes the formula. Do you think he'll just let that happen?
As long as he's sacrificing people to achieve his aims at Tarkaron, we have to stop him.
Let's What's eating you, Estelle?
Are you that conflicted about fighting him?
Yes, but we won't win if we go in with doubts. Oh, I don't know. If doubting is part of your nature, you should trust that nature in battle.
What? Well said, Judith. Maybe that's the right approach. We're not your typical band of heroes, after all.
You do what you can. You take the hits, but you don't lose. Sound about right?
I think that the more you fret, the brighter you'll shine, Estelle.
You're all so...
Thank you.
I've never heard the advice of, yeah, you should have doubts. The fuck? I don't know about that one. And also, FH, the best I can do is maybe one day I'll stream Elder Scrolls games on stream, obviously. No. I'll definitely do like main quests, and I'll probably do like the other major side quests. But 100%, you're crazy. It cannot be done. I mean, it can be done, but it won't be done. Anyway. Even if it's not working, maybe they want to leave it here as a symbol of protection for the city. I think I figured it out. Oh, what did you figure out? Why I like Blastia, that is. For me, Blastia are like my brothers and sisters. Your brothers and sisters? I didn't have a father while I was growing up. My mother died when I was young too. But Blastia were always with me, even when no one else was. So that's what you mean by brothers and sisters. That makes sense. And my knowledge of Blastia developed as I grew as I did. Maybe that's why I always felt so close to them, and why I got so mad when they were broken. But I'll have to be saying goodbye to all those Blastia soon. Brothers and sisters can't be together with you forever. Someday you have to leave them behind and move on. Someday, you say? Or you find someone who's even more important to you. But just because you're separated from them doesn't mean that the important link you have with them is broken. Maybe you're right. And just because you're apart, that doesn't mean that you have to forget how important they are, or how much you love them. Estelle, Judith, and Rita, you found out a lot of people who care about you very much, isn't that right? You still got a long way to go before you're as good as the Blastia. A long way to go? Apparently so. You're terrible, Rita! This is how you're paying my love? You shrew. You're so annoying! And you're the worst of all, old man! Maybe someday Rita will learn how to take affection gracefully. I don't think it's so bad. I mean, I think that's one of her cutest traits.
Man,
I'm getting a
it's
lot
just
of
getting
skits
better
and
and
cutscenes
better.
in this town. Holy crap.
Indeed. A town born from the Empire and the guilds. I'm sure it'll be a wonderful city.
Though it's a shame it took a world crisis to get them to work together.
Global threat
I
brings
only
people
came
together.
back to the city
That's
for
irony
a
for
side
you.
quest.
I think that's
that I'm
all
trying
right,
to
though.
complete,
They're finally seeing eye to eye.
but it won't
Right.
trigger.
And even if they need a crisis now, I'm sure one day it'll just come naturally.
Indeed, it would be a shame if this cooperation was only temporary.
Or at least I don't know how to
I
make it
hope we can
trigger.
return and ensure that it is lasting.
I'm pretty sure I
Me
can fulfill the
too.
requirements.
We have to take care of the Autophagos first, though.
How much time we have left? Okay, we have about an hour or so. Okay, so can I talk to the dog here? Maybe? Will rival dogs show up in this village? What makes them show up in the village? I don't understand, or do I gotta... Oh, don't tell me I gotta develop the village first before he gets here. Don't tell me I have to develop the village first. Oh, it's snowing. You know what? I'm gonna leave the village and come back. Hold on, before I do that, let me just check one more time. Just in case, okay. Okay, leave. Then go back in. Will he be here now? Another one?
Onward to the very top of Tarkaron!
Oh, you're full of vim, Patty.
We're gonna need a whole lot of them to take down that giant Autophagos.
Just don't use it all up before we get there, okay?
And with the Autophagos gone, it will be the dawn of a new world. One without Blastia.
There's
okay,
nothing to fear.
since
Everyone will
Tarkaron
be able
is
to
most
move on
definitely the
even
final
without
dungeon,
Blastia. I'm sure of it.
You saw
I wonder
Yoder
if I
and
should
the
save
people
that
from
for
the guilds
next
in Oregon,
stream.
right? With them in charge,
and then
people will learn to
just
live, even if there
for
are
the rest of this
problems
stream,
along
I'll
the
try
way.
and like gather as many items as I
Possibilities
can
are
for this
bigger than a
village.
blue whale. I believe that.
Even without the Autophagos, there would be no future in sacrificing life after life like Duke did. And I intend to fight at your side to guarantee a better future, Yuri.
I'm counting on you.
I'm looking for something out of the ordinary to trigger the cutscene. If it will trigger. I don't think it will. I don't think I've done all I could to trigger the cutscene. I want to say that I kind of want to look at the side quest thing that I was reading, because I should be finishing it, but maybe. Hold on, let me look at the piss map. Oh, god damn it! That's why. That's freaking why. That shit over there, that's why. I thought I stopped him from pissing over everywhere, or is it only certain locations I visit I can stop him from pissing? Well, you know what? I'm not gonna lose the piss contest, chat. I've come this far. We're winning this. Actually, as a matter of fact, is there someone I have to talk to over here to prevent him from pissing any further? Let's try and confirm it. Let's go to this town and see if we get a cutscene that will prevent him from pissing here. But who do we talk to for that? Oh, what the fuck? Huh? What is this? I'm gonna kill you dead, baby. Yeah, so dead. What's down there? I'm definitely gonna jump down there, but let me save the game first. Just in case. There's just a huge sinkhole right there. Can I go in? I can't go in. Never mind. I thought... Oh. Weird? What's the purpose of it? Wait, Dave! Whoa! Okay, well that was settled. Easy. Are you okay? Yes, thank you so much. I can't believe a knight saved me. I'm so happy. Jeez, are all the kids in this town as reckless as you? I hope not. It would not have turned out so well for you if we hadn't been passing by. I know. I just couldn't let that thief get away. A lad of justice, I see. I'm going to be a knight when I grow up, so I can't just ignore bad guys. Becoming a knight is easier said than done. What do you mean? You tried to take on 2 adults totally unarmed. If we hadn't helped, you know what would have happened? on, Flynn! You need to know your own strength, and even if it isn't enough, you have to rely on others to help you. It'd be impossible to beat a pair of knights watching each other's backs, right? But needing other people's help is uncool. Right! But dying doesn't get you anywhere. Worrying about whether you look cool or not is idiotic. If that's the only reason you want to be a knight, you'll never make it in a million years. Still, not many adults have a fraction of your courage. You'll become a great knight so long as you remember to work hard and not get cocky. You think so? I do. I'll work hard, and I'll become a knight. Thank you, sir! That gave me the chills. It's like I just saw myself. Yeah, you were kind of like that when you first set out on this journey with us. I really thought you were just going to smash that child's dream to smithereens. You really didn't pull any punches. I was only trying to impart some realistic advice. I think your knightly advice was exactly what that child needed to hear, Flynn. And it's not like he's saying anything that isn't true. All's well that ends well, right? Mark of Knighthood! Question, how many knives do you have? I don't know, like... I mean, if you're talking about knives I own specifically, probably... maybe 10-ish knives? What kind of knives are we talking here? Like, knives for the kitchen? Or, like, knives for combat? What are you referring to? That's such an odd question, FH. What? Wonder Reporter! While you sleep, I've been sneaking in and updating your Wonder Log. Oh no, you know my precious secret, and yet you're the first person I ever told. Cossacks. Cossacks? 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 It's alright, just let this stay our little secret. I'll keep sneaking up to your bedside and working my magic. Oh no, I think I just violated the reporter's code of confidentiality. Goodbye. I'm scared. I did not... Okay, it's been a while since I've seen that reporter. I'm not gonna lie. I almost forgot that character was a thing. The last time I saw that character was in Zaku's. Also, let's give Flynn his title. Also, it doesn't look like I can, it doesn't look like I can, stop the other dog from peeing in this location. He's just always peeing here. I guess I just gotta out-piss him. So, where did he piss at last time? Okay, he pissed in those two locations. That's simple. I can easily remedy that. Okay, just gotta go here. Kick someone's ass.
Let's eliminate them!
Wolf strike! There's no way we're gonna lose.
Okay. These are plans of NCA. Alright, time to piss. Oh? Something's happening. So then you're on patrol tonight? Right, Yuri? Yep. Thanks. See you in the morning. Good night. Curse you, slow down. Stop slowing down, damn it! Okay, fix itself. I'm just getting a lot of cutscenes by accident now. We're definitely nearing the end of the... We're definitely nearing the end of the game, chat. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It's alright. Rather, I'm sorry if I woke you. You didn't. I got up just because I wanted to train a bit too. Then why don't you train together? Really? Awesome! But, Flynn, You're already so strong. Why are you sacrificing sleep to train? I was just reminded of exactly how powerless I truly am. If I'm going to change the Empire, then I have to make sure that I'm up for the task. I have to work hard to instill in myself strength that is utterly unshakable. You're not just talking about strength of the sword, are you? No, you need mental strength just as much. As you train with a sword, you must train your convictions, so they are just as sharp. Strength that lacks conviction is just violence. I see, so with rock-solid conviction, you can beat any odds. Are you here to help too, Repeat? Woof! Maybe I'll put this old body through his paces for once, too. I'd be happy to duel with you too in friendly bout, Raven. Knights end up fighting one person at a time, right? Taking us all at once would be better practice. Aye, villains do tend to swim in suits. Judith! Patty, you're up too? Mind if we join in? Not at all. Why are you all here? Personally, I just wanted to try my hand against yours. If you're after the leader, aim for his horse. I'd say this is typical for you two, but then again, nothing ever is. Heh, whatever your reasons, it doesn't matter, thank you. How strange, thanking us when all we've done is happen to have the same interests. Indeed, now then, shall we get started? Guess I better keep my nose out of this, huh? Honestly, everyone should just go back to bed. That goes for you too, you know. Oh, okay, I got a new ability for Flynn. Dazzling Spin. But more importantly, did my piss go through? Oh, yes it did. Okay, my piss went through. So let's hurry back to the one place, Arnian, and we should be getting the cutscene. I hope. Please give me the cutscene. I want to be done. Okay, let me check the map. Okay, we have total piss control. Nice. Now that we have total piss control, we should be getting a cutscene here in Arnian. Or something. But where? Who would I talk to get it? Oh. Ah, the monster! It's a monster! Oh, is it the rival? Chat, we got it! Finally! Chat, we got it! We got the rival dog! It looks like you've marked your territory in quite a few places. And now I'm going to take all your territory away from you in one swoop. Well then, shall we settle things here now? If I win, I get to take all the territory that's currently yours. If you win, I may give you my territory. You could go and take all of it. It sounds like I'm getting the shorter end of the stick, but alright, I'll accept your challenge. If only to keep things interesting. Enough talk, let's take this out front. Ah, repeat! Repeat, you want? What are you carrying in your mouth? A trophy, huh? So your nemesis has been vanquished? A pork chop. A large chunk of meat. Woof woof, can't stop drooling. That means we won, right? We're done with the quest, right? Because that should be the final... That should be the final one. That should be it, I think. Hold on. When we go to repeat, Ah, the pork chop. The symbol of victory. That's all we needed, Jack. That is all we needed. There's only one more thing to do, and I think this will complete the side quest for good. To Soviets! Hoot hoot! Not that dog. There's just a certain particular dog we need to talk to. I think he's over here, actually. This is it! Woof woof! Hey, what's all this? They just all been summoned. I see. Rapides marked the whole world as his territory. It was nice of you to make a marking map to track Rapide's progress, Carol. It was my pleasure! Everyone's giving Rapide their congratulations for a job well done! Hey, you're pretty popular, Rapide. Yeah, little Rita's jealous. Jealous? Who's jealous? Ease up, Rita. Let's celebrate Rapide's victory, too. Whoa! Rapide earned the Great Boss title! And now it's over. We finally completed the Piss Quest. All of the... Rapide has officially peed all over the world. This whole world is his territory. Rapide has earned the title Great Boss. We did it, chat. We finally did it. Rapide is the Great Boss. Finally! It's been so long! Well, actually, it's probably been like 4 or 5 streams, but it's been so long since we started this quest! But we're able to complete it! Oh, okay. Now all that's left to do is... Actually, what else is there to do before we decide to take on, the Adafagos? Well, there's the Gigants, which, in order to do the Gigants side quest, we still need the Sorcerer's Ring, level 4, which I don't know where to go next for that. I'm supposed to find other weapons, and I think they'll lead me to the Sorcerer's Ring, but I'm not sure where to next specifically. I want to say these things are important, but I'm not really sure... Yeah, this probably requires level 4. Level 3 is not doing it. Because I have the sword. I'll look into it later. As for stuff we can do now... Let's check... Oh, what was that one location? There's one location I have in mind. I'm, like, blanking out hardcore right now. Where would I need to go? Actually, let's check out Jormungand real quick. Actually, no, before we go to Jormungand, let's go to Pharaoh's Crag. We can probably get a cutscene with Pharaoh, or Ifrit here. Because we got a random cutscene with Self that one time. Huh, guess not. I wonder why I had that random cutscene with Self. Will Ifrit say something if I go through the desert normally? No, he doesn't make an appearance. Huh. Weird. Why did Sylph have a cutscene then? I guess let's check out Jormungand, I guess? Will Jormungand change, or is it still a lost village to time? Also, are there new people here? What are you guys doing out here? This place is crawling with monsters. Can you not see I'm grieving? How dare you approach me as a familiar, he says. I do beg your pardon. You're in the presence of Master Cruz de Sicila, or Celisa, the heir Misomus, and I am the humble servant Daniel at your service. I don't wish to pry, but has something happened? We set out on this long and frightful journey in the hopes of reaching the resort town we had heard so much about, and we arrived at this horrific emptiness, she says. I'm so upset. I purchased swimwear at every shop, and now I shan't be seen in it, he says. Oh, I'm so sorry, but Yuri's right. It's dangerous out here. There's no barrier. Really? Buying swimwear at every shop gets no reaction? Fear not! I have seen a fair few dust-ups in my day. I shall protect them. Come what may, ho! You've been tough or lucky enough to make it this far, but... I reckon tough. He's one man guarding all three of them. I thank you profusely, miss. Well, there's nothing here. You can go at home or find something else to say. Or somewhere else to stay, rather. No! We absolutely cannot! Our grief cannot be assuaged, he says. Wow, you guys must be great fun at parties. Aha! I have an idea. We shall bequeath the swimwear to you, he says. Pass. We don't need it. We have bought out each and every shop, so there are women's swimsuits as well. Nice try. We don't need... We'll take them, won't we? Of course we will. Here we go again. Is it going to cost us? However, we cannot part with them for free. We shall trade them for a micro-circuit. They are famous antiques, yes, but they've been stolen. Or some such. No one can find them. We shall be rooted to this spot until you return, he says. A micro-circuit? Is that a Blasio part? Well, yeah, but... Great! Sit tight, guys. We'll be right back. Why go through the trouble of getting a micro-circuit for some swimsuits? Cause we'll have earned those swimsuits. We'll love them all the more for having worked so hard. You're crazy, old man. Don't you realize you agreed to look for something without a single hint? And it could be anywhere in the world. You know how big the world is, right? I, too, attempted to locate it. Sadly, I can only determine that it may be in an inhospitably cold climate. So it's north, then. Precisely. I would be on my way with the winged fleet if I only knew where to look. Alas, I must keep watch over the master and his family. I beseech you to look in my stead. Well, no backing down now. But if we find it, you honor the deal, no games. Ho 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 ho! I wish for your every success. Can you whistle through your penis? Number one, you used the wrong through. And two, I never tried. So, no. And what is this? Isn't this the same box that we found in Atherom and delivered to that girl? It looks like it's unlocked. Is that a journal? I think that today is the day that I'm going to stop waiting for you to come back. It's been 3 years since those travelers came to town with the box, but they came with no word of what happened to you. The box that I gave you as a gift, which you guarded with your life, there's no way you would ever give it up so long if you were strong and well. I'm sure you would want me to move on and look for happiness yet again. That's why it's time that I said farewell. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Her name was Yuefan, wasn't it? What a strong girl. Well, I guess you can't really move on in life if you spend all your time waiting for someone who's passed on. You all don't think that there's something a little unusual about this? About what? The version of Jorgen that we went to was an illusion that Pharaoh created. And yet the box we delivered and the illusion is right here. And the travelers wrote about it in the journal, that would be us, wouldn't it? So the Atherin was in our modern time, and the box was too. Huh? You're right, but how could this be possible? It looks like the world's still chock full of mysteries. You clearly time traveled, guys. Anything else here? Nope. Well, we can unlock swimsuits, so let's go unlock some swimsuits. What's strange? And it better not be the whistling out your penis thing that you're referring to. Which you're clearly using sorcery to accomplish that. Okay, let's see. We're heading north to the drifts. How much do you weigh? I weigh like 250-ish pounds. I'm a pretty hefty bird, man. Okay, let's see here. I assume it's probably in this area. Actually, no, it has to be in this area. Oh shit, did I go on the wrong side again? Okay, this was not here before. So cold, so cold, so cold, so freaking cold. Wait, what's this? That's a microcircuit! Way long ago, Blessia used them to absorb air. People rarely get to lay eyes on them. I can't believe we found one. And I'd say this counts as inhospitality. I can't read. Holy shit. Inhospitably cold place. Holy crap. Hell yeah! Now let's get that thing back to our man Cruz at Jorgen Ruins. I never seen one warm up so fast. Hold up a second, that thing's incredibly rare. You gotta let me study it first. Ooh yeah, it's swimsuit time. He really is just a hopeless old man. Aye, he nearly died of shock when we found him. I guess I came in from the right side. 59 pounds? 59 pounds? What is that weight referring to? Anyway, back to Jorgen. We must deliver the microcircuits. Wait, no, your one's over here. And here we are! I'm gonna save just real quick. Also, chat, I might do another really long stream with some fun, sort of Vesperia. If I don't decide to do the final level tomorrow. Hey, buddy, we got your macro circuit. My word, you've done it! Well done, I'm absolutely overjoyed, he says. Ugh, I can't believe we're trading something so rare for swimsuits. Keep calm, Rita. So now we get the swimsuits, right? Give me the swimsuits, damn it. As promised, take whichever ones you like. Woohoo! But I need to make sure it fits. I need to try it on. Where the heck are you going to change in a desert full of ruins? You needn't worry. We have anticipated the need for this and prepared a simple fitting room for your convenience. What? Out here in the desert? But of course. What the fuck? Wow, Flynn! You look a lifeguard! That's so cool! Thanks, you look pretty good in the snorkel yourself. Woof. And you match Flinger, Pete! And nobody's drowning on your watch. Whoa, where'd you get that combo, Yuri? My eyes are bleeding. Oh, come on. You gotta live it up on vacation, right, old man? Raven? This isn't right. They said they were a women's swimsuit, didn't they? Why aren't you taking any? Girls love swimsuits. It's no fun if we're the only ones wearing them. Oh, don't be wrong. I would have gladly taken one. As would I, unfortunately. Microcircuits are my husband's hobby. I shall not part with my swimwear for such trinkets. She says. What? Even Carol's got a set, and he's just a kid. The master and his ass share a fascination with antiques. Unbelievable. You're getting awfully worked up over other people's swimsuits. Karen the Law Boy. Seaside Boy, that summer guy, timid dive dog, tentacle diver. Oh god, we're wearing it right now. Let's go. We got Carol, and we got Rapide. Oh, he's got little flippers too. And last but not least, Flynn, with his diver outfit. Let me guess, there's other freaking side quests to do. I failed to see how, sir. Have we forgotten something? Look, what's his wife want? Will she give us the swimsuits if we deliver? Will she? Well, since you asked, I'd like a super air conductor, she says. Hold up. Super air conductors are all Blastia parts too. If that's what your husband wanted, he should have asked for it in the first place. Oh, go easy on them. They're not cheating us. Indeed, we are not. The lady's cosmetic Blastia requires a super air conductor for repair. Cosmetic Blastia? Uh-huh, sure. That interests me far more than any swimsuit. It sounds absolutely incredible. A Cosmo Blastia? I don't know what that is, but I'm sure I didn't break it. Come on now. Anyway, all we gotta do is bring you that super air conductor, right? And then the ladies get their swimsuits? Those are the terms, good sir. Unfortunately, we have no clues as to the whereabouts. Alright, let's go find the conductor thing. Man, I'm so pumped. I don't really care about the swimsuits, but I wouldn't mind seeing a super air conductor. But this time, we really don't have any hints. This is nuts! So why don't we ask someone well-versed in ancient Blastia? Or at least someone who researches a lot of items. I mean, that sounds like, we need to talk to the Witcher. And I don't mean Geralt. To Geralt! Who I'm pretty sure is in Arnian or whatever it's called. Also, this is a mess of a freaking beach outfit for Yuri. Holy crap, they did my boy dirty. Like, actually. Oh, so the Witcher is here, right? Oh, did you bring them? That should be everything, right? Wow, I knew you wouldn't let me down. Thanks, man. So, what's next? You catch on quick. This is what I'd like you to bring me next. I'm not gonna read all that. I'm just gonna let that sink in. What was that about, Yuri? Nothing to fret your pretty little head over. I probably have to leave town and come back. Huh? I see that Flint's a clean freak as always. Am I? I think it's a pretty normal level of hygiene. Hold on, what's this book? Oh, it says, Against a Backdrop of New Hope. Bingo, that's what I was looking for. Oh, good. Yuri, when will you ever learn? Alright, you can have this book. Take it to the test. Thank you! Oh, we found one of the books! You fool, faking politeness is even harder when you're asking directions. I didn't even realize that was one of the books. I was just investigating, like, randomly. Oh yeah, I guess we do need to do this little test thing. So I guess, you know what? Tomorrow's stream is going to be more casual, Vesperia tomfoolery for like 3 hours. And then maybe next Monday, chat, I think I will have another long stream, maybe on Monday or Tuesday. Next week. And that will be like the final Vesperia stream. Considering how close I am to beating the game. Also, when's the village going to advance? If at all. Is it going to advance or not? Oh god, slow down. Also, where's Witcher at? Witcher is here, right? Oh, hello. Have we met before somewhere, haven't we? You helped us out back in Capo Noir. That was back when you'd been captured by Alexa. You could use healing arts? Huh? You can tell? All healers have a characteristic mark on their left thumb. from which their arts are released when they're used. There's a little dark spot you could tell from this. Doctors have to be observant. Plus, I'm a practitioner of healing arts as well. Grandma suddenly started feeling ill. It's too late, Doc. I'm not long for this world. Oh no, this is serious. Hold on, a healer can't let herself get flustered when there's sick people to help. Ma'am, you could tell me what sort of discomfort you're having, and where does it hurt? My sides hurt, like it's being squeezed real tight, and my fingers feel all stiff. Well, let's have a look. I feel all better, thank you, Doctor. Oh, you don't need to thank me, this is my job. You're using your healing arts precisely only on the parts of their body that need it. That takes some skill. It can actually be harmful to focus one's healing arts on healthy parts of the body. Really? If a healer works too hastily, she can cause her patient undue stress and worsen their condition. A healer must always be calm and focused. I see. Please excuse my ignorance. No, not at all. You're still learning. The path to becoming a healer is a tough one, to say the least. Please come and visit again. There is much I'd like to teach you. So are you hoping to become a healer one day? No, but even so, the only thing I've ever been good at doing is healing their wounds. I'd like to learn more about what a healer does. I'd say you've done a lot more for us than just heal our wounds. Huh? Nah, forget it. Anyway, I don't think there's anything wrong with learning more about healing and seeing where it takes you. Yes. Hello! Oh, how are you? It looks like you're fine. You can tell? Sure, I can tell just from looking at your face. Doctor... Oops, I was working. Is that a patient of yours? Yes, it appears he has some sort of heart disease. Hold on, friend. I'll help take away the pain. It doesn't look like it's working. Amazing magical power. Oh, it doesn't hurt anymore. Good. Thank you, Doctor. Yes, of course. We'll stay here a bit to get your energy back before you can head out again. You have quite a rare talent, young lady. What, I do? I don't think... No, seriously, being able to wield that level of healing arts is no small feat. Technically speaking, your skills are a little rough around the edges, but you're a born healer. I can't wait to see how you'll turn out with a little bit more training. Yes. I'm starting to feel like I'm deceiving that doctor. You mean because you don't actually want to become a healer? Yes. It doesn't seem so bad to me. The hospital's heard for help, and you're giving them a hand. I'm sure they appreciate it, and you can't help it if they want you out to be someone you're not. Maybe you're right. Okay, he's not here again. What to do now? Might Orb, Trent Flower, Crystal Mystic Orb, and Great Leopine. I do not feel like buying those items right now. So... I'm gonna still travel the world. And, we're gonna see if we can find the super air conductor, or whatever the hell it's called. Let's turn to Jormungand. Wait, no, the hint was, can we talk to somebody who's knowledgeable with Velastia or some such? Which sounds like Witcher, but I don't know where Witcher is. And I don't remember where he said he was heading. So I'm gonna check Zophius, he might be there. I'm gonna make a prediction and say that he might be in the castle, because, well, we can't go to Ospio. Sorry, Scipio, or whatever it's called. Ah! You there, in the black! Yes, you! In the black? He's not wearing black right now. I've been looking for you. Is this a friend of yours? I don't exactly have very many nobles for friends. Present company accepted, of course. You got a bounty on you, right? Looks like you got another fan, Yuri. Let's get out of here. No, please, wait! I'm not going to turn grin. Please, listen to what I have to say. The Imperialists will show up if he keeps yelling like that. I know. Look, I'll hear you out. Just keep your voice down. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, my name is Shell, and you would be Yuri? In the flesh. Actually, I've come to you precisely because of your bounty. Please, can you find my brother? What does Yuri's bounty have to do with your brother? Well, my brother just can't let criminals go, so I thought that with a bounty on your head... So to get this straight, you want to use Yuri as bait to lure your brother out in the open. That's a bit of a harsh way of saying it, but essentially yes. Sorry, find yourself another sucker. Yuri, wait! You haven't been able to find your brother? No, I haven't heard from him ever since he left the capital 3 years ago. He left on a journey to do great deeds and become famous. He used to be in knights, but he couldn't get famous, even after many brave deeds. Yeah, unless your superior officers happen to be really nice, they'll take all the credit for anything you do. Why was your brother so concerned about making a name for himself? His girlfriend's father said that he wouldn't allow their marriage unless he became famous. He told him, the man who marries my daughter must be known throughout the world for his righteous deeds. So then, what is your brother's girlfriend doing now? She's still waiting for him to return. Her father has since passed away, so there's no one left to oppose their marriage. So if your brother comes back, they can get married. Yuri. Here we go again. There's no guarantee that he won't try to kill me. I would even be happy with just some information about my brother's whereabouts. His name is Clay. Clay, got it. We'll go look for him. Let's check the noble house. I don't think that, Witcher will be there, but we can check. I hope he's here. Yeah, I don't think he's here because, one, it's not his house, but then again, who the hell's house is this? I actually forget who actually owns this house. Okay, well, let's check the inside of the castle. Because if he's not in the castle, I have no idea where he could be. I actually don't even remember where he said he even would be with Zodia. Let's check. He's gotta be somewhere. Not in there. Probably not in that hallway. I highly doubt he'd be in the throne room. He's probably in, like, the soup kitchen or something. No, he's not here either. I honestly don't even know... If he's not in the castle, where the hell could he be? I'm going around in circles, chat. Oh, okay, we're back in Estella's room. What kind of reaction is that? Come on, it's the princess's room, man! So this is where she lived. It's not polite to gawk at a lady's room, Carol. I got threatened at sword point my first time here. Are you serious, Yuri? That wasn't exactly intended to threaten you. Wow, look at all these books. I love reading. Ah, I'm still in the middle of that one. It's the most curious and entertaining tale. Oh shit. My freaking A button made it go by quick, damn it. Pirate, me ears be aflame. Which is it? Let me at it. Oh. What is it, Patty? This book. It be the tale of Grand Clay. Grand Clay, that name. Aye, the great pirate who created the Serpent Stream Pirate Guild. Legend has it he found the paradise known as the Garden of the Waning Moon. They say the Maristella and the Marisgemma are the keys to finding it. So they're not just valuable trinkets to be sold. 'Tis a famous pirate legend. I thought about searching it for myself. And this book tells us how. Let me see that. So we head to the center of the sea, hold up the key, and say, "Know the ocean's calm, between blooming coral and shining stars." Stars? Coral? This book could be telling the truth. Nah, something's off. Are we sure this wasn't written way after the fact? But there are really coral under the stars out there. And that means the paradise might be real too. Aye! And parrots love a good treasure, paradise hunt. Me adventure side be screaming. A paradise, really? Where's your imagination, Rita? I'm just wary of unverified stories, okay? So we verify it by going. No more talking to the seas. Easy there, Blondebeard. Do you know where we're headed? Aye, to the center of the sea. And just where is that? Well, the Maristella is in Zaude, right? Correct. Maybe we'll find some clues there. Hey, didn't they call the area around Zaude the world's navel? Sure sounds like the center to me. Curiously, nothing about this paradise is actually written in the book. I wonder why not. I reckon words wouldn't do it justice. Alright. Let's save the wild speculation for Zaude, and see what we can find. Chat, I'm just unlocking all the side quests now. I really am near the end of the game. Oh crap. Stop it. I was not expecting to unlock a side quest by going here. I literally came here to look for a goddamn NPC. Who I might be wrong as to being here, but I had to verify, you know? Okay, how the hell do I get out of here? What the hell? Here we go down here. Go down here. The character I'm looking for, chat, probably isn't even here in the first place, but I still want to look, you know? Because where the hell else would he be? Oh! Mark of Phonics. Ah, okay. Well, that's an item that I didn't anticipate being there. Is that better for Rita? Strength of time inches immobile after casting a spell. And what's the thing I just got? I got the... Not the strange mark. Ooh, Dark Seal. Oh god. That is very dangerous. Slightly reduces casting time. I'll give it to her. Also, have we learned our shit yet? I haven't put on the better items yet. There you go, Vesperia 2. Okay, so Patty's done with this. Nice. Advanced Ability Plus. Oh wow, these are all really good. Holy crap. Now click the Black Thunder. I want to equip these super bad. Okay, hold on. Radiant Combo Magic. Speed Cast? Oh my. Form Selection. Form Hold. Ethnor from the weapon. TP Condition 2. We technically don't really need some of these, because I definitely want to put some of these on. I need Brainiac Magic Selection. That's a very good ability. Same with this. I would say we don't need Step Cancel, because we barely ever do that in battle anyway. We don't need Step Away if we don't have Backstep. We don't need that. Press this to guard while advancing. Nullifies enemy attacks and can be formed at the correct time. Critical guard. Okay, that might still be useful to keep, but I would say this is definitely high priority. Same with this. Brainiac Magic Combo is also a good one I kind of want to get. No casting time required when casting an alternate art after threshold spell in Brainiac or critical form? Ooh. Not to mention speed cast. That could be a pretty damn good mage. Okay, when Patty defeats them, you're not already in Monster Book. We kind of don't need that. I would say that the last thing we should get rid of. How much is the thing we want cost? 7. We need to get at least 2. We don't need spirits anymore. We'll keep vitality just because that's very useful, period. Oh, but so is Spirits 3, though. But we can... Honestly, we've been able to manage with that amount of TP already, so I say we don't need to change that. This, I would say... Yeah, we need that. Oh, L boost, form hold. Ethanor. Damage increases when attack hits an attacking enemy. I don't think we need that. But... Okay, so we can get Form Hold, or we can get rid of one more thing to get more TP, which is also pretty damn good. Or we can get rid of one more thing to get Brainiac Speedcast. You know what? I don't really have a critical guard, so I don't need that. So Brainiac Speedcast or Form Hold. Speedcast, fuck it. There. That's Patty for you. Okay, I think Patty's all set, honestly. How much time we got left? Oh, we only got a couple of minutes left? Okay, in that case, I'm gonna spend the rest of the stream probably just messing with the menus here. 22! Oh, God! I don't know. Dispersion, changes in art, can be learned if used repeatedly. We already got that shit. High mobility, absolutely. Hunter's Fang. I don't know what else I would give him. I guess with the remaining 8, I guess I could give him... to half the left. Rebirth. Rebirth sounds pretty good. No, not that. Aerial combo. Add 1/4 to an aerial combo attack. Huh. I don't know what to give Repeat, honestly. Fatal Exceed, BA Force. I guess I'll give him aerial combo. There's so much shit we can give Flynn. Because he's barely in the party for us to really know how he grows, but... I don't know. We can worry about him later. Actually, does he have a special? Okay, he's learning his special right now, so he'll get it eventually. Oh yeah, Yuri. Does Yuri need anything else? Combo moment, culmination, da 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 da. Swords up. Yuri does not use magic. Why does he have that? Hypertension. He does not need this. He does not need chain. Super chain. Link base and alter arts. Link alter and arcane arts. Fatal finish. Avoids entering a battle from a link counter. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, not much to give him that will make him much stronger. I guess I'll give him, Wait, what's heavy hit? Oh, never mind. Well, shit, I guess with that, I guess I'll just give him, Super Chain 4. An item thrower. And I guess I'll have to look up where the character I'm looking for is, chat. Alright, I'm leaving the castle. Because clearly the person I'm looking for is not here. And with that, chat, it's time to end the stream. Thank you everyone who showed up today. We're definitely beating this game. Probably in 2 streams, actually. Because the next stream is just gonna be me doing extra shit. And then afterwards, I'm going to do another stream where I just play until I beat the game. So yeah, we're reaching the end. Like, actually. And, yeah. Then the next RPG we'll move on, that's not on the list, but I want to play it, is Nier Automata. Anyway, chat, hope to see you all tomorrow. Oh yeah, and by the way, True Lotus is, I guess, up for playing more Pokemon again, so expect some Pokemon on Saturday. I'm going to read to you guys a book again on Thursday, along with Pikmin 2. And then on Friday, it'll be Hollow Knight. Okay, with that, chat, it's time to say goodbye. See you later, chat. Have yourselves a good night.